Hi friends, how are you? Hope you are good, doing well. In today's video we are going to discuss about the diagonal scale and vernier scale. So in the last video we have discussed about the plane scale and introduction to engineering graphics and scales, types of scales, what is RF representative fraction, how to measure the length of the scale. Okay, the formula already we have discussed. Length of the scale formula is RF into maximum length. Okay, so you can see the plane scale. See here, you can see the plane scale. So right, so in the plane scale, in case of a plane scale, we are going to measure up to two consecutive units, the meters and decimeters, whereas in the diagonal scale and the vernier scale, we are going to measure up to three consecutive units like a meters, decimeters, or centimeters, or kilometers, hectometers, or like meters or decameters. Okay, so three consecutive units we are measuring in case of the diagonal scale and vernier scale. In case of the vernier scale, there will be one head. So see, the concept of vernier scale is same as the diagonal scale and the plane scale on plane scale, because in the plane scale also we have the height of the scale we chose the 10 mm, right? So this is head now. This is called a vernier scale. So in the vernier scale is more precise scale. It is very accurate scale. Okay, when compared to the diagonal and the plane scale, right? So you know very well how to do the initial settings before starting the drawing in the AutoCAD. So I will let you know the first what we have done first in the previous video. First unit setting we have done, right? UN short key UN, then enter. So we have to choose here millimeters and precision 0.00, then click on OK, then dimension style manager, enter. So click on modify. There you have to change in arrow size, and text you need to change for height, and ISO standard. Fit no change. Primary units you are going to change this comma to period. Okay, then there is no change in other two options, right? Then next click on OK, reset current, then close, right? Then next we have one more command is initial setting is layers. We are creating the layers. So layers, layers. Right, so already I have added the three layers or two layers here. One is continuous thick line and continuous thin line. Continuous thin line for the dimensioning lines, okay, and the other projection lines, okay. And then object line is continuous thick lines. So the object line must be highlighted, the wider line. In case of the scale, so if you want to show the dimension, that should be highlighted, and the outline of the scale should be highlighted. Okay, that will be a thick and continuous line, right? So already have created layers. So for this scale you can create up to two layers, only thin line, thin continuous line is line, and thick continuous line. Two layers you can create for this particular two diagrams, particular this scales topics. Wherever you require to require different types of lines like axis line, center line, or some dashes line, right? So you can load and you can create the layers. Already have discussed these things in the first video, the initial setting in the AutoCAD. Now we are going to start the scale, the first scale here, first diagram, the today's first diagram, diagonal scale. This is diagonal scale, right? So again I am going to draw the question. What is the question? I will copy and paste somewhere. Copy. I'll paste it here, right? So what's the problem here? We have a question: draw a diagonal scale up to read meters, decimeters, and centimeters, long enough to measure up to 6 meters. Use RF 1:40. Mark a distance of 4.76 meters. See here, we need to draw the diagonal scale. In case of the plane scale, we have used two we have used to measure up to two consecutive units, meters and decimeters, or kilometer, hectometers. Here three units it is given the scale. For one it will be a main scale, the meters, the sub scale decimeters, and sub scale centimeters, and long enough to measure up to 6 meters. So we need to find out the length of the scale. So you know very well what is the formula for the length of the scale. It is a RF 1:40 into 6 meters. Okay, so it will be meters. So you need to convert in millimeters to into 1000, 6 into 1000. Okay, so it will be 150 millimeters or 15 centimeters. So you need to draw first a baseline 150 millimeters line. Then in case of the diagonal scale, the height of the scale will be 5 mm, sorry, 5 centimeters, that is 50 mm. In case of the vernier scale and plane scale, the height of the scale will be 10 mm, 10 mm. Okay, so you can have a calculator here. So RF, it is 1:40. That means it is reduced scale, right? So we are going to reduce the 6 meters in terms of the RF factor 1:40. That means 40 times we are reducing the meters, 6 meters. So we unable to draw the 6-meter lines on a A4 size paper, a small sheet. So that's why we are using the RF representative fraction. We are reducing the actual dimensions which is given in the question. Right, so we need to mark 4.76 meters on the scale, right? So first I will draw a line. Length of the line will be 150 mm. Okay, so height will be 10 mm. We are considering for the height for the 10 mm for the plane scale, not for diagonal scale. For diagonal scale we need to consider the height 50 mm. Okay, 50 mm. Then next is 150 mm, and this is again it is 50 mm. Right. So simply you can move this. Right. Now we are going to divide this scale into 6 equal parts because it is long enough to measure up to 6 meters. So div enter, click on that line, 6 enter. So now this line is divided into 6 equal parts. So this point size you should know how to do in the initial setting. P type you can use for change the initially it will be a point only dot. So if you selected, see by default this option will be selected. If this option is selected, so that point will not be visible to you. So simply you can change any of the shape of the point. Okay, so I have used this one, and the point size you can change to 2.5 or 3 you can take, and better to set in absolute units, because at the time of zoom in and zoom out conditions, if you, for example, if you're marking a point at the time of zoom in condition, okay, when you move to zoom out condition, that point will not be visible. See, zoom in and zoom out condition, the point size will be different. So if you want to maintain the point size will be same in case of the zoom in and zoom out, so you need to select this set size in absolute unit only. Okay, then click enter. Right, the next I have to copy and paste this line. Okay, so simply use copy command. So I will copy this line from the base of this line. Okay, so simply I can use the copy command. I can paste these lines on that particular points. Right, so after created these 6 equal divisions, right, simply you can go for the delete. Then next you can give the text here. So text the height can use to this, then 0. See, if you want to give some text and some numbers, so the rotation, angle of rotation, we need not to rotate. Okay, so just keep it as 0, then enter. So wherever you can click your cursor, you can, okay, you can give the numbers, right, like that. See, so from the first unit we are going to start from 0. This 0 meters, this 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter, 4 meter, and this last unit will be fifth meter, right? Then next click somewhere else, then escape. So I can delete this. So now if you want to move this, you can move it, right? So better to start zero from the second line. Okay, this first, this second line, 0 1 2 3 4 5, and this will be a 6 meters. So this line, AB line, we have divided into 6 equal parts. Okay, this 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. Why we have started 0 from the second line? Because of the first this unit, again we are going to divide into 10 equal parts, because this 0 to 5, it is a main scale, and from 0 to here we can give some 10 points. This will be a sub scale and this will be a sub scale. So here again the first unit I am going to divide into 10 equal parts. So I will draw one line overlapping, which is from this point to this point. Okay, because of I am going to divide this line, right? So that's the reason I have drawn one more overlapping line. So previously, if I click on that line, so the whole line was selected, right? So I need to divide only this part from first unit part. Okay, so that's the reason I need to draw one more line. Next, simply click on that line, division command you can use, then divide in 10 equal parts. Then it is a diagonal scale, it is not a plane scale or vernier scale. That's why we need to draw a diagonal line, okay, not vertical line. In case of plane scale and vernier scale, just we are drawing the vertical line, but in case of diagonal scale, we need to draw diagonal lines. Okay, so how to draw the diagonal lines? First we need to select the first point. Okay, this is first point. Okay, so then we need to join diagonally. Okay, the diagonal point will be there. Okay, you can mark here. Okay, just click there, then press escape button. See. Okay, now you have drawn one line. Again you need to draw some parallel lines, so simply you can use the copy command, enter the line we are copying from the base point. Okay, so simply copy and paste 10 lines, right? 10 lines here also, up to here. Okay, 10 lines. Then after dividing this first unit in 10 equal parts, then delete these points. I have deleted this point. So see, we have successfully created main scale and sub scale. Okay, the main scale and sub scale. Text I can write main scale meters. Okay, the main scale in meters, 0 into, it will be a meter, and this scale will be meter. See, 1 meter equals to 10 decimeters, so this will be a decimeter. This will be a decimeter scale. Wait. Meter, right? So you can reduce the font size. It is 7, so you can change to 5, right? Then enter. Then you can copy and paste it here. So this subscale will be a 1 meter equals to 10 decimeters. So I will write decimeter scale, and subscale will 1 decimeter equals to 10 centimeters, right? So before that, again I have to divide this vertical line into 10 equal parts, because this from 0 to 5 it is a main scale, and the 0 to 10 will be a decimeter scale, subscale, and this from 0 to, again we are dividing this line into 10 equal part. That scale will represent as subscale, that will be a centimeter scale. So I will divide this line into 10 equal divisions. 10, enter. Then next I will copy this baseline. See, you copy, enter. So I will copy this line from this point. So make sure that when you are pasting the lines, so that intersection of these 2 points must be accurate. Okay, right? So you have drawn this line. Horizontal lines also you have drawn. So after that you can delete these points. You can delete this point. See, individual points also you can select and you can delete it. Okay, so this is decimeter scale and this will be a centimeter scale, right? So this is centimeter scale. So I need to change here 70 CENTI centimeter scale. I can rotate this text also by rotating this, right? uh I can rotate up to 90 degree. I can rotate. Okay, then click it, hit enter. Then next okay. Now I have divided this three different scales, like subscale and main scale, subscale, sub-subscale. So see, this from 0 to 1, this is from here to here, this is a 1 meter. Okay, and from here to here this will be 0.1 meters. Okay, 0.1 meter we can call it as 1 decimeter. Okay, this from here to here we have divided again into 10 equal parts. You can see here in vertical line. Here if I divide this here in 10 equal parts, it is very difficult to mark a distance. Okay, that's why just I have increased this distance. Okay, just I have increased this distance from here to here in 50 mm, and I have divided this distance from here to here in 10 equal parts. So this scale, vertical scale, represent as centimeter scale. Okay, so if this from here to here 0.1 meter, so from here to here will be 0.01 meters. Okay, understood. So for example, if this 0.1 meter equals to 1 decimeter, okay, so this will be a 1 centimeter. This will be a 1 centimeter. From here to here 0.1 decimeters is equal to 1 centimeter. Okay, so now I have completed this drawing. Only we need to mark the distance, given distance. Okay, before that I will highlight this outline of this scale. Right, then next change to object. Right, now the scale is highlighted. Now we need to mark here the distance 4.76 meters. So remember that the 4 we are going to select from the main scale. Okay, 4.76 meters. So very simply I can write the text here. So 4.76 meters we need to mark on this. So 4 we are marking from the 4 we are going to mark from the main scale, right? And 0.7 we are going to mark from sub scale, and 0.06, okay, we are going to mark from the sub scale. Okay, sub scale. So how to mark? So 4 we are marking from the main scale. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This 4. Okay, this 4. So I mark a point here. Okay, 4 we are marked from the main scale. 0.7 we are going to mark from the sub scale. So before that I will give the numbers here. I will use simply, I can use the text. So it is 0 or it is 1, right? So I can change to 3. You can change to font size 7.773, 3, right? So this I can make sure that this will be 2, right? Because it was 0, here 1 and 2. Okay, this is 2, so I can move. Simply you can use the copy command. The particular point you are going to copy and paste. Just paste alternate points on the alternate points. After that you can rename this. This is 2, second, this is 4th, this will be 6th, 8 and 10. Okay, right? Similarly here you can simply copy and paste, here 0, this will be 0, 1, this will be 2, right? And copy command, from this particular point I can copy and paste it. Okay, so simply you can use the text or dt command, and on the multiple points you can type the numbers. So this is, wait, I delete this 2, and this will be 4, and this alternate numbers I am going to give 2, or you can use and text 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so I have divided this one scale, vertical scale also in 10 equal parts. So this vertical scale represent as centimeter scale, and this first unit is divided into 10 equal parts again. This will be gives you a decimeter scale, and the 0 to 5 will give you main scale, that will be in meters, that will be in meters. So we need to mark a distance of 4.76 meters. So 4 we are selecting from the main scale, 0.7 we are going to select from the sub scale. So you can see here, this is 2, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7.7, right? So we can mark here. Again, we can mark a point here. Okay, so 0.7 we have marked the sub scale, and 0.06 we are marking from the sub scale. So here you can move to this line, the particular line, the 7th line. Okay, 7th decimeter line, and when this diagonal line, 7th decimeter diagonal line will intersect the horizontal centimeter line. So we need to mark point at the particular place. So see here, 0.7 7 to 0.06 we need to mark it. Okay, so now finally we need to mark distance of from here to here. Okay, just we need to click somewhat left. See, it is somewhat diagonally, it's taking the dimension. So simply you need to move the cursor up to here, so you can give the dimensions. Okay, so it is actual dimension, it is 190. Okay, but in the we have reduced dimension on the according to our paper size. So we have marked this 4.76 meters, right? So we have completed this first diagram, the diagonal scale. So after that you can delete this button point, you can delete this. Okay, you can leave it this too. Okay, so 7 we are marking from the main scale, and 0.7 we are going to mark the from the sub scale. See here, 6.7, and 0.066 we are marking from the actually this is 0.06, 0.08. Okay, 0.1, 0.02 like that. Okay, so 4 from 0 to 4. Okay, then next 0.7, then next we need to go through that line, diagonal line, till intersect with the 6th centimeter line. There you can mark a point. then we can show the dimension. That is the dimensions is the given question. In the question it is asked to mark the 4.76 meters, and we have marked. Okay, now we have completed this diagram. Now the vernier scale. The vernier scale. What's the question? We will copy the question. Maybe we can copy the question. Right, I'm pasting here. Then vernier scale. So see, vernier scale or draw a vernier scale to read meters, decimeters, and centimeters, long enough to measure up to 6 meters. RF it is given. See, this same question only. The mark distance of 2.39 and 0.91 distance on the vernier scale. The only the difference is it is a not a diagonal scale. It is a vernier scale. So in the vernier scale, also very similar to the diagonal scale and plane scale. Only the difference is it has a vernier. Okay, it has a first unit you have divided into 10 equal parts. On the same the first unit you need to draw one head. Okay, that head we can call it as vernier scale. That head scale we can call it as the vernier scale. In the vernier scale also there are two types of vernier scale. One is positive vernier scale and one is negative vernier scale. Okay, so the length of the scale is it is same because RF and maximum length is same here. So already I explained here. So what's the length of the scale formula? Length of the scale formula will be RF into maximum length. Okay, RF into maximum length. What is RF? RF is 1:40, that is 1 by 40 into maximum length. 1 by 40 into maximum length 6 meters na. So we need to convert into millimeters. Right? Meters to millimeters. So we need to multiply 6 meters into 1000. So it gives you the length in millimeter. That will be 150 millimeters. Okay, that will be 150 millimeters, or you can say 15 centimeters. So we need to draw a line of okay, simply ortho mode on, click on. We need to draw a base vernier scale baseline is 150 millimeters because we have calculated just now, right? The next is it 150? We'll check it. Yeah, it is 150, right? So next we need to the width of the scale is same as the plane scale. We can take 10 mm, right? The next 150 length, then height again 10. So we have the outline we have created, right? We have successfully created, right? Next we need to divide this baseline this line into, see, we can give the labeling also. A, okay, just change height to 4, right? You can give the A, B, okay. See, AB, the distance of AB line, right? The distance of AB line is 150 millimeters. So actual length is it is 6 meters. So we unable to draw now. We can't draw on the drawing sheet because A4 size sheet is 6 meters line you can't draw. So we have used the reduced scale, right? Reduce means RF. So 40 times we have reduced the 6 meters, right? So in case of in large scale, if it is 40:1 means 40 times we are increasing. The similar here, 40 times we have decreased the given the dimensions, whatever the 6 meters, 2.39 meters, 0.91 meters, right? So now again we same procedure here. AB line we are going to divide into 6 equal parts because the maximum long enough to measure up to 6 meters. If it is 9 meters, so we need to divide this AB line 9 equal parts. If it is 6 meters, so we are going to divide into 6 equal parts. So each part will represent as 1 meter. Okay, into the same as we have done the previous. Simply copy this line, vertical line, and we can paste it. And next we can delete these points, right? Then next again we need to divide this line into that before that we will give the text here. We can give the text here, right? 0 enter. So it is 0 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter, 4 meter, and 5 meters. Okay, so this will be 5 meters. Okay, the 5 meters, right? Simply you can click on that particular point. You can move it. Okay, now we have divided this AB line into 6 equal parts. So each part represent as 1 meters. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Why we have started from second line from 0? Why we have not started from here 0, 1, 2, 3? Because of first unit we have, again we need to divide into 10 equal parts. Then we need to draw above the first unit 1 year scale. Okay, 1 year unit scale also we need to draw. That's why we first unit we from after the first unit only we are giving the labeling as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 5 meters. Right, now I will draw one more line here, middle line. Right, so simply I can use the line command. Then see, this is a midpoint because triangle, green color triangle that represent as midpoint. Then next till touch this line we can complete it. Okay, the next the first unit again we need to divide into 10 equal parts. So here you can overlap one more line here, or else you can overlap I will overlap one more line here. Then next this line I'm going to divide into again 10 equal parts. Right, so select div, enter, select that object, 10 equal divisions. Right, the next similar, simply use copy command, select object, activate the copy command. Then next from this midpoint I'm going to copy this line and paste in. Okay, then I am going to delete these points. If it is individual, by clicking the individual point also you can going to delete. Okay, I will use the trim command. Then I am going to delete these lines. Okay, the midline I can extend to some length. Right, I can extend some length. So again see, if I mark if I want to mark from 2.1 meters, right, this is 1 meter, 2.1 meter will be somewhat here. So there are this each and every unit should must be divided into 10 equal parts. So similar way I need to divide these units also. So what I will need to do, I will use simply copy command. First I will select this. Okay, don't select this whole first unit. Okay, don't select this whole first unit, only select under check only this part only. Okay, this part only. Then next use the copy command. Then next at particular place we are going to copy in, we are going to paste it. Okay, square, see square, right, when it's visible square then at the time only you need to click. Right, pan, I can use the pan. Okay, right, so deactivate the command. See, I have completed this, right, scaling. Now I have I need to draw 1 inch scale. Okay, so I have drawn the main scale and now I have to draw the 1 inch scale. So how to draw the 1 inch scale? See, the 1 inch scale, that head head unit. Okay, so this first unit now about the first unit you need to draw one more unit. The length of the that unit is just increase only this this subunit. Okay, this subunit. So I will use an offset command. So here I am going to draw one rectangle. Now see here, here I need to draw one more rectangle like this. Okay, so this distance just we need to increase in the distance 1 unit. Okay, this 1 unit. Right, so how to increase? Simply I will increase it 1 year scale. Okay, little bit distance, the distance is equals to this distance. Okay, this distance, right? I have drawn now. Now just increase this from here to here. You need to draw. Okay, then this 10 mm you can take. Then next you can take any length. Then next you can extend this line till touch to this line. Then you can use the trail command and you can delete this. Now I think you have understood. Okay, what's that length of this line? Okay, what is the length of this line? The length of this line is equals to this from here to here, 0 to a plus this sub unit. Okay, from 0 to a plus this sub unit, that is the length, total length of the scale of your 1 year head. Okay, now again I am going to divide this line into 10 equal parts. 10, right? Same way I am going to copy this line. No, I will use this line, right? Copy, then this particular point I am going to paste it each and every point, right? The next I am going to delete these points, right? I have drawn, right? So see here, we need to mark a point, a distance of 2.39 meters, 2.39 meters, 2.39 meters, right? So from here to here 1 meter, from 0 to a it is a 1 meter, and this individual unit, sub individual unit will represent at 0.1 meters. From here to here 0.1 meters. If you want to count from here to this point, that's 1 is scale. Okay, first unit. Okay, this will be more than this. Now this will be this distance will be more than this distance. So if this 0.1 meter, so this will be 0.11 meters. Okay, this will be 0.11 meters. That's the reason I am going to give the text here 0, 0.11, 0.22. Okay, 0 point this is 22, this will be 44, and this will be 66, 0.66, 0.88, and this will be a 110. Okay, 0.110, right? So wait, again I will give ext text enter 0.11, 0.22. Okay, zero point 22, 44, 66, just alternate divisions. 88, this will be 110, 0.10, place one somewhere else, then skip. Okay, so now, right? So 0.11, 0.22, 0.44, 0.55, 0.66, 0.88, 0.2244, 66, 88. This is 0.99, and this last point will be 0.110. Okay, so from the main scale we are going to mark like as 1 meter, 2 meters, or 2.1 to 3.1, like that. Okay, and the remaining, so we need to mark a distance of 2.39 meters. Okay, so 2.39 meters. So I will change the height, text height. I will change to somewhat 7, right? So here I'm going to mark 2.39 meters. So in the 1 year scale, just I'm going to give one trick. Okay, so you need to remember this. So we need to split this 2.39 meters. Okay, we need to split this 2.39 meters. How to split this? So see, last digit is 9, so we need to subtract. Okay, we need to subtract 0.99 from the 2.39 meters. So if you subtract from, okay, so simply if you want to subtract 2.39 minus 0.99, okay, so 1.4, the answer will be 1.4. Okay, so again, okay, if you plus this, okay, 1 plus 1.4 plus 0.99, again the 2.39 will comes to you. Okay, the total value will be the total distance will be 2.39 meters only. Just we are splitting this 2.99 in terms of the, if the last digit is 9, so 0.99 minus 0.99. If this digit is 2.31, so here will be 2.31 minus 0.11. Okay, like that. So now see this 4.1.4, we are 1.4 meters we are selecting from the main scale. Okay, this is 0, 1 and 0.4. Okay, 0.4 now here, so I will mark the point here. 1 point I will mark here. So see 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4 from the subscale, and 0.99 we are going to mark from the subscale. That's means 0.88. This point is 0.88 and this point will be 0.99. So I'll mark it here 0.99. So simply you can use this dimensions command and you can give the name here. So you can just need to edit this, right? So how much it is? 2.39 meters. So we have successfully marked on the Vernier scale. Okay, next we need to mark here 0.91. okay, 0.91. so simply 0.91. so how to do? Simply the last digit is 1, so we are going to subtract 0.11. okay, 0.11. so how much it will be left? Okay, you can use the calculation here. So 0.91 minus 0.11, so it will be 0.8. it will be 0.8 meters. Okay, so 0.8 meters. See, you need to just check it here, the which is greater dimension. This is a greater dimension. Okay, so this is 0.1, 0.8 meters. This is 0.11 meters. Okay, again if you add this 0.8 and 0.11, again it will comes to your 0.91 meters only. So 0.8 meters we are marking from the main scale. So 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8. so we are going to mark here 0.8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we are going to mark 0.8 meters from the main scale, and the Vernier scale we are going to select 0.11. okay, 0.11, where it is 0.11, this is 0.11, right? This is 0.11, right? Now I will use this simple here dimension command. Then next I can mark it. This distance we need to edit. Simply click there, then right click. It is not showing m text, so simply you can double click here. Okay, so then you can erase that the actual dimension, and then you need to mark here 0.91 meters. Okay, 0.91 meters. So see here, successfully we have marked 0.91 meters. See, the maybe the equations numbers maybe change in the different types of question. The concept is same. The concept it is same in case of the Vernier scale. So see, in case of the 6 meters, maybe it will give you in the another question 7 meters, 8 meters, 8 kilometers, 9 kilometers. Don't confuse. See, in the first unit I explained some unit conversions, British system, some this metric system. So you should remember this all the units. See, 1 kilometer equals to 10 hectometers, 1 hectometer is equal to 10 decameters, like that you should know. So whatever the units it is giving you to solve the problem, so you should know the unit conversions. Okay, so based on this you can subdivide the your scale, the main scale, sub scale, or Vernier scale. The concept is same. Okay, so in this concept we have simple split the, for Vernier scale we need to split the your marking distance. Okay, if it is 2.39 meters, okay, if it is 4.31 meters means 4.31 minus 0.11 like that. So 0.11 we are going to select from the 1 scale, and that particular length is will we are going to selecting from the main scale. In this case now the 2.39 meters, 0.99 meters we have selected from the 1 scale, and 1.4 meters from here to here we have selected from the main scale and 1 scale. Okay, thank you very much. If you like this video, please subscribe my YouTube channel.